Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. Nothing like appearing right next to the enemies. Yeah, see, we demonstrated that those Susies take a good amount of shots from the Mega Buster. That's why I generally like using the Thunder Beam or Firestorm against them. But at the same time, I do want to conserve some of that. I'll take that one up. Then again, we don't really need to conserve too much at this point. There will actually be a full restore item, which only appears here. Actually, it appears in Mega Man ZX Advent, the pinwheel item, one of the things you get for one of the side quests. And what it does is it will fully restore your weapon and all of your weapons and your health. So it's basically like using an M-Tank, but you have to use it immediately. It's not like the M-Tank where you can just store it and use it whenever you feel like it. This stage is actually really short. This water is automatically pushing you, and once the shark bombs start appearing, just kind of let the water push you and just focus on blasting the spawning enemies. Now we're at the boss already. A minute and a half. I didn't even get to say all the time. Okay. This boss, just use a bunch of buster shots. As you can see, we have the guts block, so its weakness is going to be the Gutsman's weapon. I'm going to kill the first few with the buster. I didn't know which way it was going. And let's start using guts. I might have miscalculated. I never remember the exact amount. We might have enough to kill them all with guts, provided we don't miss as well. There we go. Yeah, as soon as the last shot hits him, the screen freezes up and he's like, hey, victory music. There's the points that don't really do anything. And now we're on the final stage. And this opening screen is actually a bit of an ambush screen. If you maneuver with the Mega Buster just like so, you can avoid getting any damage here. Now here, they're going to have more of those things here. So what you want to do is ignore the bottom ones, and just take out the top ones as you're climbing up. And here we're going to demonstrate that yes, you can use the Thunder Beam on those blocks as well. I'm going to fill up fire because I don't have any of that. This is also the final stage where we're going to be taking... Look at the Gutsmen in the ceilings. I don't know why. You'll see that there's actually a theme of having an obsession with Gutsman as a Robot Master. I don't know why. But Mega Man 2 will have a Gutsman fight. Mega Man 3, there's a sort of Gutsman thing going on there. And in Mega Man 7, there's a Gutsman thing. So... now we're waiting for, speaking of Gutsman, one of those Gutsman drop platforms. I'm just going to do this safely. You can actually make that jump without the magnet beam, I'm pretty sure. And there's the pinwheel item, or Yoshichi, however you want to pronounce that. We'll call it pinwheel, because pinwheels are fun. And now this teleporter is going to take us to the boss gauntlet, and this is one of the things that I think makes the first Mega Man game one of the most difficult Mega Man games, because we have to fight the remaining 4 Robot Masters, and we have to do it without any refills. Now, in future Mega Man games, you'll get a large health restore after you beat each one of these. That's not true here, and there's no E-Tanks in this game either. And you have to deal with Fireman, and Bomb Man, and Iceman, and Gutsman. I don't fully remember the order, or at least past gameplay doesn't fully remember the order. So I thought Gutsman was going to be next. I was going to demonstrate the bomb against him. No, it was Iceman. Now, the reason I took a hit there is because I couldn't jump when Iceman was taking his last damage. It kind of froze my controls a bit. And then it started again, and then the attacks kept going, so... And then, yeah, I had no health for Gutsman. Oh, you start off right here with Bomb Man. That's great. I need to conserve fire for Wily, and missing a bunch of times is not going to help. I also need to conserve health for... mainly for Gutsman. And Fireman. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this sort of boss gauntlet where you don't get any sort of refills in between. Just try to dodge as best you can and just focus on getting damage onto Fireman. Now we're going to mix things up a little bit for Iceman. We're going to do a little bit more dodging before finishing him off. That way we won't get into a situation like we just did with the screen freezing up. Hey, you're not supposed to get curved around again. Yeah, that way we don't take a hit from an Ice Slasher due to our inability to dodge. And we'll demonstrate, see if... yeah, see, Gutsman's jumping forward again. If he would have kept jumping forward, you need to get back. Yeah, thank you. And if you do a hit as you're jumping up and then as you're falling down, you can get a couple hits on Gutsman in between all of the earthquakes. And if you do get caught by the earthquakes, hey, get a weapon restore. We do need that. This is going to go about as well as you would imagine. So I'm not going to use the special weapons here. But it's Final Wily. He's always got some sort of interesting machine. And this is going to start us off right next to us, and we actually get to fill up more. May as well fill up more fire. We need fire and cut. So we can cut this machine down to size, cut it out of the picture, cut to the chase, first cut is the deepest, etc., etc. Like a million different cut jokes you could have. Alright, so for the Phase 2 there, you can actually see Wily. Rolling Cutter isn't necessarily doing more damage, but it's allowing multiple hits on him. As you just kind of dodge his attacks the best you can. He's only got 2 phases, so... and we're way ahead on damage, so we should be fine here. Some of the screen flicker or sprite flicker in the early Mega Man games, specifically the first 2 or 3, gets a little bad and you can't always see where his attack is. That's one of the flaws of the original Mega Man game. But that's it. And we get the Wily bowing down to us, surrendering, admitting defeat, yada yada yada. And now we get to see the ending here. Restore the world to peace. For now. I mean, it's not like Wily's gonna try this again 9 other times, right? Yeah, it should be more than 9 other times if you consider the Game Boy Mega Man games. Alright, so yeah, first Mega Man game. It's not the best. It has some issues with gameplay balancing mechanics, damage outputs of certain robot masters and attacks and weaknesses. Although we actually have an established weakness chain in this one. I've always loved the rock, paper, scissors feature between the Mega Man weapons and how they're good against one particular other thing. That's not quite going to hold true in Mega Man 2, which is one of the issues with that game. But yeah, I still enjoy coming back to Mega Man, any Mega Man game, in the classic series once in a while, and just giving it another playthrough. I don't get bored with these. You can always take different orders of Robot Masters, try out some different things, like try beating certain Robot Masters with just the Buster, or things of that nature. I enjoy it. or see where you can use different weapons in different spots and different stages. And we get back to the stage select screen here. So we're going to, we're actually going to take a few moments here, very quickly. Let's check out some of this database and museum thing going on here. I'm not going to show everything off here, but let's just take a look. You can see some concept art here. Watchers, that's what those are called. Gabules. So many weird names of some of these. And you'll also notice that it tells you how much health it has and what weapon is best against it. You know, some things say it's best with bombs for Sniper Joe. Okay. Super arm for Big Eye. Okay. I see fire for the Pickle Man. And then, yeah, here's just some art things. That's kind of neat to look through. So, yeah, not going to show all these off, but it's nice that they included this sort of stuff here. So, with that, we're going to put Mega Man 1 to bed. You also see we got the gold head in the bottom, signifying we completed it, and I'll see you guys next time.